And now, today's adventure of Outer Scope 1, Space Spin.
It's time to get going again. And maybe this trip will get us back home to
Earth. The
Earth.
system checks out. I don't think you'll have any trouble, Eleanor.
Looks like everything's set for takeoff. Okay, ready now? Places, everyone. Take off. Hooray!
And this time we know where we're going.
Yeah, it's simple.
Well, I'm not so sure I understand.
Listen, Henry, the Bacalanders gave us the clues we're searching for. They told us their world is the opposite side of the universe from our planet.
So we just point outer scope directly away from Bacaland.
By doing that, we're bound to hit Earth.
At least it sounds logical. Oh, it must be right. Look, there's light ahead. There's light.
We're almost out of the dark corridor.
Almost back in our own universe.
Oh, how beautiful. The Bacalanders were right. Gee, it's lucky we were finally able to talk to them.
Man, it sure is. Once we were able to understand them, they were really friendly and helpful.
But remember, when we first got there, we thought they were a bunch of weirdos. Everything they said and did seemed so strange.
That just shows you. It's not smart to size people up too quickly.
Yes, I know what Edgar means. It took time to understand what they were really like. I'm glad we kept on trying.
Well, we're on the right track now.
We'll be home soon. Hey, look at the portholes.
Hey, I think we're going into a spin.
We sure are.
We're going faster. I can't move.
Me neither.
Even I can't. I'm stuck to the wall.
Oh, I'm getting dizzy. I'm gonna faint. We're headed right for that patchwork thing.
Look sharp, for here I come. My name is Hate Gut, and I spoil fun. Poor Hate Gut, the ugly beast. No one could love him in the least. That's why he steals. That's why he takes. That's why he likes the trouble he makes. During the night, these treasures he stole, and now he'll hide them in his hole. Hark! What is this that Hate Gut spies? Did Hate Gut pull this from the skies? Yes! Hate Gut's mighty breath did this. Nothing at all does Hate Gut miss. And hark! Look here, a brand new treasure. Hate Gut will have it for his pleasure. Look sharp, now he inhales. Into his mouth everything sails. Piles of bright gold and riches galore. Hate Gut will take, and then take some more.
To be continued. Next time, Caught with the Loot.
What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be?
My name is Ben Oki, and I'm a gardener. I started working with plants when I went to Japan 40 years ago and worked on my uncle's farm. I learned many things, but gardening is very different than farming. So when I came back home in 1950 and started gardening, I had a lot of things to learn. California plants and the weather are very different from Japan, and they need different care. My work is always changing because the plants change with each season. The spring is time when plants are just beginning to grow. In the summer, plants grow faster, and so I have to cut the grass more often. When I get home, I like to talk with my family and find out how their day went and then relax. For me, relaxing is working on my bonsai garden. I've been working on my bonsai garden for 17 years. I have about 100 trees. Some of them are over 200 years old, but because they are bonsai, they are miniatures, growing older but not bigger. My bonsai trees need constant care and attention. Even after the roots are trimmed and the tree stops growing bigger, the branches and leaves need to be cut. But it is not only a small tree that we want in bonsai, but a beautiful one. To get this, I trim and wire the branches to create a natural-looking shape. It is best when you cannot see any marks or signs that the trees have been cut or wired to grow a certain way. The tools that we use in bonsai are very special and are mostly from Japan. I give classes in bonsai gardening and try to teach that it takes patience and many years of work and study to be good at bonsai. I enjoy my work as a gardener because I work with living plants and can see them grow and change month by month with my help. Bonsai gardening is my relaxation and art, and for me, it is a living art.
Here it comes, kids. The most authentic, super detailed rescue boat you've ever seen. It's real life's latest, the Ranger Rescue. And it's just loaded with super features. An actual operating radar scope lets you spot ships in distress. Then just fire up the twin engines and watch it go. It turns, it backs up, it even has a real working siren. Remember, it's by real life, so you know it's for real. The new Ranger Rescue, available now at your favorite toy or hobby shop.
Dad, can I have a Ranger Rescue?
The new Ranger Rescue is available now at your favorite toy or hobby shop. Get yours.
Mom, can I have a Ranger Rescue boat? Please?
Here you go. Have fun.
The story of the superlative horse continues.
When Han Khan finally made an unlikely choice, an ordinary-looking brown stallion, Wang Ho was delighted. He could hardly wait to get away. He was afraid Han Khan would change his mind. He was beside himself with joy and glee as he hurried back to court. He could hardly wait to tell everyone what a fool Han Khan had been, how he had paid 1,000 gold bars for a mangy brown horse, how he had completely ignored a beautiful white stallion that was a match for any in the Duke's stable, a stallion more magnificent than any Wang Ho had ever seen.
My eager chief minister, if this horse was indeed as magnificent as you describe, why did you not buy him for yourself?
I would have, of course, except for, as you know, I don't care much for horses.
Oh, and would you have us believe that a man who does not care much for horses is apt to be a good judge of horses?
I think I can judge as well as the next man.
Oh, but I shouldn't think to have my barber choose my horses, much as we admire the way he trims my beard. Now, I think we have heard enough of the horse Han Khan did not choose, and that it would be fairer to judge by the horse he has chosen. Where is Polo?
He is taking his tea.
Does he know the horse is here?
Polo sends word that he trusts it is a good horse, but that he has seen many good horses in his life and prefers not to interrupt his tea to see one more. He asks me to remind you that he is nearly 70, and trusts you will understand that at the approach of 70, one hurries only to see a superlative horse. Should the horse be a superlative horse, you are to send word and he will come at once.
Ah, we all know why Polo is not here.
Polo is not here for the reason he has given, and also because the horse is Han Khan's choice, and it is I who must judge the wisdom of the choice. Ah, at last, here is Han Khan coming now. Let us see the horse he has finally chosen. Han Khan, tell us about the horse you have chosen. We have been waiting impatiently. What color is it? Is it a mare or a stallion?
It is a dun-colored mare.
Ah, that must be the horse over there. Bring her to me. Ah, but Han Khan, surely you must be mistaken. This horse is not a dun-colored mare. This horse is brown.
Ah, yes, so it is.
And this is not a mare, this is a stallion.
Yes, so it is.
Duke Mu was astonished. Horse was neither dun-colored nor a mare. When Duke Mu pointed this out, Han Khan merely shrugged as if he didn't notice. The Duke was furious.
Leave me, fuel hawker.
If only he had picked the white stallion, there was a horse.
You too, leave me. Have advised me badly. The boy whom I commissioned to look for a horse has no eye at all. He can neither distinguish a horse's color, nor can he tell a mare from a stallion.
May I see the horse? There is no comparison between me and Han Khan. He is worth 10,000 of me put together.
Dear Polo, have you lost your good senses? Is that horse a dun-colored mare?
That does it matter?
Matter?
Tell me, how many stallions have you in your stables?
2,000, perhaps?
And how many mares?
18,000, more or less.
And which are the better horses, the stallions or the mares?
Why, it depends on the horse. Some of the stallions are superior, and some of the mares.
Of course. And how many light-colored horses do you have?
A goodly number.
And how many dark horses?
There are many dark horses, you know as well as I.
Yes, and which are the better horses, the light or the dark horses?
It depends on the horse.
Certainly. The excellence of a horse does not depend on its sex or color or breed or build. Excellence is a matter of the heart and spirit of the horse. It is this that Han Kan keeps in mind. In keeping his eyes on the inner qualities of the horse, he loses sight of the external details. He looks at things as he ought to look at and ignores those that do not matter.
You mean that a horse's appearance is of no importance?
Of little importance. You know, Duke Mu, the judging of horses is important, true. But it is also useful to be able to judge between a good idea and a poor idea. And to be able to judge men and women as they truly are, not just by their appearance. It would not surprise me at all if this Han Kan should prove able to judge not only horses, but people and ideas as well. Excuse me, Duke Mu. Han Kan is here.
I spoke in haste. The test of a good horse is, after all, in his performance. If the horse you have chosen for me can keep pace with any horse in my stables, I will do honor to Polo's good opinion of you and keep you in my service. Does this to you seem just?
It is a race you wish to see then.
That is always a good test.
May I choose the horse to race against?
You may.
You should not have allowed him to choose his own horse. He will choose the slowest horse in the stable to make his poor horse look good.
Your remarks are a disrespect to Polo. Some of my horses may be less fleet than others, but none is slow. And if a country boy on his first try can choose a horse equal to one chosen by the great Polo, he has an eye that can learn to judge wisely.
On the day of the race, a great crowd assembled. A course had been laid out through rough terrain. It was to be a test of endurance as well as speed.
Are you certain you wish to race against this horse?
Is he not the best of the horses in your stable?
Why, yes. I think he is.
That is why I have chosen him. A race against an inferior horse holds no honor.
The two horses drew up to the starting line, and then Duke Mu himself let go the banner which signaled the start of the race. At the fall of the banner, the stallions sprang forward like arrows released. To everyone's surprise, the brown stallion ran effortlessly, keeping pace with the great white horse. held his breath. And then slowly, the white began to pull ahead. Wango saw his chance.
Will you wager, Duke, move?
I cannot put coin against my own stallion.
There is no need to wager coin. Let the wager be simply that if the boy disappoints you, you will consult me in the selection of a chief groom.
And if he does not?
Then you will not need my advice.
Fair enough. I accept the wager. If I am disappointed in the boy, I shall consult you in the selection of chief groom. And if I am not, I shall make you chief postmaster, and I shall consult Polo in the selection of a chief minister.
Just then, the two horses disappeared behind the hill, and for a few moments they were out of sight. And just when the crowd turned, the horses came back into view, and the white stallion was still ahead. Was now close to the finish. In an incredible burst of speed, the brown horse edged nose to nose with a great white horse and passed him by. He ran effortlessly. His hooves touched so lightly to the track that the dust was scarcely disturbed.
You have indeed brought me a superlative horse. And you have earned the right to be my new chief groom.
And so it was, Han Khan brought his family to live in the court and became chief groom. And so it was that Wang Ho became the chief postmaster. The brown stallion grew famous throughout the country, and in days to come, many artists and painters tried to capture his inner beauty and his grace. But it was not until a blind artist carved his likeness into the side of a rock that the brown stallion's true beauty was fully expressed. The great horse became the symbol of an eternal truth, that people should not be judged by appearances, but by the inner qualities of heart and spirit.
Hi, this is Woody. Are you ready to roll? We're gonna cook spares with soul. Afro-Americans all over the land can barbecue spares to beat the band. So here we go. We're proud to say with another black gift to the USA. Take 1 tablespoon of vinegar, 1 small can of tomato sauce, 1 tablespoon of mustard, that's right. Salt and pepper, out of sight. Have someone older boil the sparrows about 10 minutes. While you get a bowl and mix the ingredients in it. Well, then ask a grown-up to put them in the broiler. Don't you fool around the fire when you're alone. There must be a grown-up, as you know. Broil the ribs 20 minutes, 10 on each side. Cut them up when they're done. View them with pride. Now, sole ribs are so very good, you won't be able to hide them from the neighborhood. Soon every one of them ribs will be gone, and you'll have the whole neighborhood shouting, "Right on!"
Hey, look at this. Stand over there. You're standing on the wrong side.
I know the opposite of right is wrong. But the opposite of right is also left.
And now, today's adventure of Outer Scope 1, Caught with the Loot.
A terrible monster like some giant vacuum cleaner pulled Outer Scope 1 right out of the sky and made us crash.
Look sharp. Now he inhales. Into his mouth, everything sails. Piles of bright gold and riches galore. Hate gut will take and take some more. A fine new treasure does Hate Gut steal. Oh, how good it makes him feel. Hark, what is this that Hate Gut spies? Still more wreckage from the skies? And hark, look here, another treasure. Hate Gut will have it for his pleasure. Poor Hate Gut, the ugly beast. No one could love him in the least. That's why he steals. That's why he takes. That's why he likes the trouble he makes. Look sharp, while Hate Gut breathes deep. Then through the crack, Hate Gut will creep.
hole.
Yes, Peter Pat, we're doing the best we can.
We aim to catch them grubbers this time around.
Them grubbers would stole our gold.
Our gold when we wasn't looking.
Just like them's been doing for years and years.
Why, look yonder down Leatherthong Road, Mayor Pitter Pat. What can it be?
Well, now, if it don't look like some furrin critters.
Foreigners to our land the worst.
And look, Mayor Pitter Pat, that's our gold.
It is all right.
Them fern critters must be in cahoots with them grubbers.
But what's they doing laying right in the middle of Leatherthong Road?
I reckon they was heading back to the Jumpin' G Ranch, home of them sneaky grubbers. They must have got plumb wore out running away from us.
Running away with our gold.
Them thieves.
Them sneaks.
Yup, and scoundrels, too. But they ain't gonna get away with it.
No, ma'am, they surely ain't.
Quick now, Cobblites. Let's haul 'em into the jail afore they wakes up.
Now Hate Gut hurries to his hole, dragging the treasures that he stole, sucked up in secret, stolen in stealth. Hate Gut hauls off his ill-gotten wealth.
Willie, are you all right?
Huh? Is that you, Edgar?
Yeah, Willie, it's me. Hey, are you hurt?
I guess not. No, I'm okay. How are you?
Still kind of dizzy, but nothing's broken.
Hey, what happened? Where are we?
I don't know. The last thing I remember, we went into that crazy spin. We whirled around so fast, we conked out.
We must have crashed. Oh, man, I hope the others are okay.
Wow, I hope they are.
But I don't see them.
Me neither. Hey, I'll go down the road and look for them. You can stay here, just in case they come from the other direction.
Good idea. Leatherthong Road to Copple Gulch to Jumping G Ranch. Did you find them?
Nope, not a trace.
You didn't find anything?
Nothing. Nothing but pieces of outer scope.
Oh, no. Where could they be? Maybe they didn't even crash with us.
Oh, listen, Willie. I think we've got other problems.
Uh-oh.
Okay, y'all, you's caught red-handed.
Hands up!
Against the cliff.
You don't back up, man. Get.
Y'all is under arrest.
But why?
What have we done?
You thieving varmints, you is in cahoots with them Cobblites, and you was running straight back to Cobble Gulch with your stolen goods.
You and them has snitched our grain.
Grain?
What grain?
We don't know about any grain.
Oh, no? Well, there it is.
And you snitched it.
To be continued. Next time, Behind Bars.
Whoa, did you know that long ago and once upon a time?
My name is Sojourner Truth. I'm a self-made woman. I cannot read a book, but I can read people.
Sojourner Truth was born in the state of New York in 1797. The first 30 years of her life was as a slave, owned by another person, and forced to work for them for nothing.
When Sojourner won her own freedom, she went to court to get freedom for her child,
At that time, this was unheard of, but it was the start of her life as one of the early fighters for equal rights for her black brothers and sisters.
Children, I speak to God, and God speaks to me.
Her belief that she was doing God's work gave her the courage to stand up and speak in front of people, and often made them cry.
Now, children, who made your skin white? Was it not God? Who made mine black? Was it not God? Now, children, you remember what Sojourner Truth has told you.
Sojourner traveled through many states, covering thousands of miles, often on foot, in order to bring the truth to the people. Once, when a man rudely interrupted her,
"Old woman, do you think your talk about slavery does any good? Well, I don't care any more for your talk than I do for the bite of a flea."
Perhaps not. God willing, I'll keep you scratching.
she told them about her life as a slave and why all people should be free. Sojourner's bravery earned her the respect of many other famous people against slavery and the oppression of women. In 1864, when she met with Abraham Lincoln, the President of the United States, she pointed out,
Mr. President, before you became President of the United States, I never heard of you.
Lincoln smiled and answered,
I have often heard of you.
You remember what Sojourner Truth has told you.
What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be? What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be?
Hi, my name is James. My father's name is Jaime Corral. He helps people who have legal problems. How do you do it, Dad?
Well, people come to me when they need help with the rules and laws of our country. I talk to my clients so that I can understand what it is they want to prove in court. But to do a good job in court, I first have to spend time in my office preparing what I'm going to say in court for my client. I look up the laws and read about the cases like the one I'm trying to prove now. This way, I'll know all there is to know about my case.
What are some of your cases about?
I usually have 10 or 15 cases at one time, and they're all different. But I'll tell you about one of them. One of my clients got a ticket for going through a red light. Because I studied the law books, I know that he needs someone else who saw the light to come to court, a witness. And he did find a witness that said he also saw that the light was green.
Did you prove the light was green?
Yep. The judge decided that my client was innocent. But it isn't always easy. That's why it's very important for me to talk with my client and study his case before I go to court.
Do you have to go to court for all your cases?
No, but for most of them I do. In court, the judge listens to both sides, the court lawyer's side and mine. Most cases also involve witnesses, people who tell what they saw. After everyone has had a chance to tell what they believe to be the truth about the case, the judge decides if my client is guilty or innocent.
That sounds like a lot of important work, Dad.
It is, and that's why I have to do the very best job I can. To do this often means spending time working at home. As you know, I usually spend a couple of hours after dinner working on the cases I have, so that I'll be ready to defend my clients in court the next day. Mom understands, and she helps me get in those few extra hours working at home. I'd like to take on new cases and concentrate on different kinds of law. And I'm getting interesting cases all the time. There are many moments of satisfaction in the work I do as a lawyer because each case is different. And I'm always learning new things about the law and about people. So even though I have to work very hard and spend many hours preparing my cases, I really enjoy my job, and I feel it's well worth it.
Real people, I'd like to introduce you to some real people. Real people.
My name is Jacinto, and this is my first day at this school.
Mr. Duran?
Yes.
I have a brand new student for you. His name is Jacinto Jimenez. He's with us from Puerto Rico. Jacinto, this is Mr. Duran. He will be your teacher.
Hello, Jacinto.
Hello.
Have you been here very long? 2 years? 2 months? Fine.
Habla, nene. Ay, mami, tú no entiendes.
He's shy. He'll talk later.
I have his records and his forms in the office. Come around noon.
Fine. Fine.
Jacinto, say bye to Mommy now.
Bendición. Pórtate bien y obedece al maestro.
Yes. He's a big boy now. Come on.
Adios.
Bye-bye. Okay, class, I'd like to introduce a new student that has come to us. He's from Puerto Rico. His name is Jacinto Jimenez. Is that how you say it, Jacinto? He's been vacationing here for the summer. And have any of you have been in Puerto Rico before? Yes. Well, maybe we can make Jacinto feel at home then, huh? I tell you, why don't you go and sit in that chair, okay? And here's some work for you, okay?
My name is Tony, man. What's your name? Tu nombre. Jacinto. Jacinto.
Has everybody started working yet?
Una leche. Look at Jacinto. She has a boyfriend. Coochie. Don't feel bad, Jacinto. They're always like that. Why do other children laugh when I give number? In America, everybody says their name. As Tony is Tony, Maria's Aaron. Sí, Jacinto. Jacinto's Joe. Joe? Joe?
Hey, let's play hide and seek. You guys hide and I'll look for you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where'd they go, man? The kids, where'd they go? Have that turn and 1, 2, 3.
Hey, man, let me fit. He told.
Hey, man, you're not supposed to tell where I hide.
Snitcher.
Snitcher, snitcher. Snitcher, snitcher. Snitcher, snitcher.
Snitcher, snitcher, snitcher. Snitcher, snitcher. Jacinto. Go where I don't like girls. Why you wear Jacinto? I don't like Tony and his friend. I don't like United States. You're best friends, Jacinto. Joe, my name's Joe. Not Jacinto.
Okay, children, I would like you to start reading from the same page we left off yesterday. All in your reading books. Everyone has it?
Yes.
Okay.
You shouldn't write Joe on your paper. Mind your business.
Who threw this? Jacinto, did you throw this?
No, Mr. T, no me.
Please come with me.
Snitcher.
Did you take your other note to your mother? Take this to your mother. I'd like to see her.
She works. She can't come.
Well, you tell her to come after work. I'll be here. Please just take this and go and sit down.
Tell Mr. T Tony threw it. Go away. You should tell Mr. T. I know snitcher. That ain't no snitching. Mommy will hit me. You should tell her Tony is bad. He makes trouble for you.
Your son Jacinto threw a spitball at me, and that's why I asked you to come today.
No, Mommy, yo no era. ¿Y quién fue? Yo no sé.
That is one thing I will not stand for in my classroom.
Tan pronto llegue a casa, yo lo voy a castigar. Y que esto no pasará jamás.
Mr. T, Jacinto did not throw the spitball.
Who did?
It was Tony. He threw it. You snitcher, you snitcher.
Now, I want you to go get your spelling book and do some work on your spelling words.
Snitcher, you'll see the snitcher. No, Jacinto, I didn't snitch. It isn't snitching when someone tells the truth. Hey, Joe, I'm sorry. That was a bad thing I did for you. I didn't think Mr. T was going to send for your mommy. I'm sorry. Yes, okay. Oh, Joe, listen, we're going to pick a team for pelota on the play. You can be on my side, please. Okay, but my name is Jacinto, not Joe. Okay.
Hi, this is Woody. Are you ready to roll? We're gonna cook spare ribs with soul. Afro-Americans all over the land can barbecue spare ribs to beat the band. So here we go. We're proud to say with another black gift to the USA. Take 1 tablespoon of vinegar, 1 small can of tomato sauce, 1 tablespoon of mustard, that's right, salt and pepper out of sight. Have someone older boil the spare ribs about 10 minutes. While you get a bowl and mix the ingredients in it. grown-ups too, put them in the broiler. Don't you fool around the fire when you're alone. There must be a grown-up, as you know. Broil the ribs 20 minutes, 10 on each side. Cut them up when they're done. View them with pride. Now, sole ribs are so very good, you won't be able to hide them from the neighborhood. Soon every one of them ribs will be gone, and you'll have the whole neighborhood shouting, right on!
It was Oakland over Denver in a close battle that saw the lead change hands 3 times in the second half. That win puts the Raiders...
Why doesn't everybody talk like I do?
Down by the river, down by the sea.
They talk funny. I wonder why they don't talk like me.
Hello, Curtis. I'm Miss Olson, and I'm happy to have you join in our class.
Why doesn't she talk like me?
People don't always sound the same, because not everybody grew up hearing people talk the way you heard them. Talking is not something you learn from books. When you were a baby, you learned to talk by watching and listening to people around you talk. Your father, your mother, your sisters, brothers, and friends. Since we all have different families and friends who came from different parts of the world with different ways of talking, it's only natural that we sometimes sound funny to each other.
My name is Curtis Robinson.
If you ever heard your voice on a tape recorder, you may even sound funny to yourself.
My name is Curtis Robinson. I go to Homestead School. I like sports. I play tennis.
Although it's important to learn to use words properly, there is no one right way to speak any language.
Either.
The special way that each of us speaks English is called our accent. And everyone has some kind of accent.
May I take order now?
I guess we're ready. Jane?
I'd like the chicken teriyaki.
Often you don't notice your own accent until you're around people who speak in other ways. The sound of a language is changed by accents.
I want hamburger.
That's 1 chicken teriyaki.
It's also changed by new words, which may be borrowed from other languages, or by slang words, which we just make up.
Yuck, too much ketchup.
The new words we add to our language make it grow and become more colorful, in the same way that salt, or pepper, or soy sauce often make food taste better.
Drop this.
Thanks.
So don't let the way someone talks keep them from being your friend. We may all sound different, but we have a lot of the same thoughts and feelings to say with our words.
Why don't you make a new friend, make a new friend, make a new friend today? Why don't you make a new friend, make a new friend, make a new friend today?
Los veré el lunes por la tarde.
Paso por allí todos los días.
Why don't they speak English? They sure are dumb. Why did you call us stupid?
We speak 2 languages.
Well, time is sensible.